Hey guys, in this video I wanted to start doing the keys for the doors, but then I realized I haven't updated the trader. So at the moment we do have infinite inventory for the player, but if we pick up more than 36 items, this trader widget wouldn't display it. So we need to fix that, and while we're doing it we can also add a quiver so we can actually sell the arrows, not just buy them. And first thing we want to do is go to trader widget, open it up. Here we need to change this two boxes, so go to play inventory box and uncheck size to content. Then for the inventory switcher, anchor it to the whole thing and offset top by 50. On this other one we need to go to trader inventory box, uncheck size to content, and this one doesn't have a widget switcher but it has a border, so we need to anchor that and offset top by 50. Now we also need to resize it so it fits at least minimum 36 slots. So same thing as the inventory. We do have 700, 750. So 700 and 750 for player inventory box, and trader inventory box the same thing, 700, 750. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, that's better. But maybe bottom and this side is a little bit wider. I mean, this one we need for slider, but I can still make it thinner, so I'll do 746 in here, and on the bottom 696. This is a bit weird, but I think it will look better. 696 and 746. 696, 746. Let's see if the scroll box will fit, but it should be fine. There is weird thing that I do have a 1 pixel line, which I don't really recommend doing, because then sometimes you can see it disappears because it merges 2 pixels into one. That needs to be resized as well. So I'm just going to change size X to maybe back to 700 probably. It should be alright. And now we need to add scroll box. So what we can do is actually copy it from the inventory, because we do have the whole setup done here and it's the same. So from the inventory, just close these two borders and copy them from the inventory switcher and delete it here and this one, and then paste it. And since the variables were copied originally from the inventory, it should be the same. We don't have any errors when we compile. And then we need to add scroll box to the trader as well. So let's select the grid, right click, wrap it with scroll box. And now we need to do thumb. So search for thumb, and on tint I had it on 0.5. This one was 0.6 on hovered, and dragged was 0.6 as well. And what else we changed? Padding. So padding on the left was 0 and right side was minus 10, I think. Now let's do always show so we can see them. So always show on this one. There's this inventory, always show, and we can do quiver as well, always show. Let's check it out. Now we have a scroll bar, but inventory didn't actually create the slots. What is that? Inventory. Okay, because quiver is first for some reason. I copied it wrong, so just move this inventory. Oh no, it wasn't. Was it? Oh, come on. There we go. Inventory scroll box needs to be first. Did I mess it up now? Yeah, that should be it. Yeah, there we go. Because at the moment we're not creating quiver, we don't have it here set up in a trader. I don't actually know why I didn't do it. I think I originally didn't want to display quiver because we do have arrow directly in a trader inventory, but then we can't really sell ours, so I think it's better if we add it. So now we need to add this switcher, and I think it's better if we add this whole thing to the vertical box so we don't have to position it separately. So this border with the inventory button, wrap it with vertical box, and I'll stretch it, and then the second one with quiver button, we will also add it to vertical box. And now for the size, what is this border? No, none of them has sizes, so it's probably image size on this 50 and 50. Yeah, that's it. So it's image size on the button itself. Go to quiver, image size 50 and 50. And now we have it in a vertical box, so we can move both of the buttons together. And if we want to add another inventory, we can just copy this border and it will add it nicely in order. Right, so now one more thing we need to change is also on hovered. So image on hovered, otherwise when you hover over it will stretch it. So let's do 50 and 50, and on pressed as well, and same thing for quiver. So on hovered, this is pressed, 50 and 50 and 50 and 50. Now just to quickly test it out, it all works, looks the same, and we can switch between. And now we can copy this vertical box and add it to the trader. So to the main canvas panel, paste it. Now remember that these ones, so this trader inventory box and inventory box is anchored to the middle. So we need to do the same thing if we want to position this, otherwise when you resize the screen, it will move in a different way. So first let's anchor it to the middle. And then we can just, with the vertical box selected, we can position it manually. I think we do have a little offset here. Yeah. Yeah, it should be the same. Compile and save. And now for the functionality, what we need to do is we do have a buttons as a variable and quiver button, that's fine. Now we need to actually display the inventory and do that calculate inventory length function. So first let's copy that one. From the inventory, copy this whole function and add it to the trader. We could actually create global function as a blueprint, but I think we're only going to use it in these two instances. Just in case we need to, I can rework it and show you how to do a global function, but for now, this is fine. Okay, it copied with the local variable as well, so we don't have to change anything here. And now back in event graph, what we need to do here is trader inventory icon, we're setting up this. We need to rework this slightly, because at the moment the trade inventory icon is getting its own item info, but it's getting it only from the player inventory or from the trader, but not from the quiver. So what we need to do is move this back, and we're going to, from this return value, we're going to set item info. We're going to do it same as we have for player inventory. So we set the item info. This is the main inventory, so we need to get inventory from player reference. Get a copy. Move this here. Get a copy on this index and set it. Actually, first we need to check if there is item on that index, otherwise you will try to pull the empty index. So let's do branch check. And here we need to check if the inventory length is if this index is greater than inventory length, then we just do this. If it's not, we will set item info, and then in trader inventory icon, we should have a function that sets the icon in event graph. Yeah, set inventory icon. This one I'm going to rename to set trader inventory icon. And now we won't be doing this on event construct, because as you can see, we're getting based on inventory index, we're getting the item info from the inventory, but we need to get it for the quiver as well. So that's why we're setting it manually. So we'll remove this part. And we will need to Control X this and add it here, because we're calling this directly, so it won't have time to construct. So we need to do it here. Player reference. And so we don't get player reference for every icon. What we can do is get a player reference here, right click, convert to validated get, and check if it's already set. So if it's valid, then we just continue with the rest. If it's not valid, then we will set it again. Redirect it slightly. There we go. And now we can actually, we don't have to do anything on construct, because we will set item info when we're constructing it in the trader. And then we were going to call this set trader inventory. So on false, from the return value again, we will set trader inventory icon and connect it back here. This is a bit of a mess, so let's redirect. Let's do bottom, and this one. I'll leave it like that. Alright, this is a bit of a mess as well, but shouldn't matter. Compile and save. Okay, so that's play inventory. Now for the trader inventory, there's not really a way to copy it, so let's just make it again. Actually, one more thing, we need to connect this calculate inventory length, and then we can connect length from here. I mean, if you want, you can make it look prettier. For me, I don't really mind, because we won't be using it too much. So after this, I'll connect it here. Inventory size, I have disconnected it from the length. So inventory length -1, and that is all. Then in here we need to do the same thing, but here we will get the trader reference, get inventory, get trader inventory. Again, we need to get length, connect this function, and do -1, so subtract 1, connect it to last index, and here again we need to move this whole thing back. Maybe, can I copy it? Copy this part. True goes here, false goes here. This one to return value, return value. This one was here as well. And item info, we need to get a copy. Get a copy. That's from the length, my bad. Get copy on this index and set it, but we're only setting it if this index is greater than the length. Otherwise there is not enough items to set it. Right. Cool, so that's trade inventory as well. And now we need to set the quiver, which we can actually copy from the inventory. So go to inventory widgets. Where do we have a quiver set up? Build quiver. Just copy this whole thing. And trader inventory, trader. We can paste it here, doesn't need to be in the order, and then we're just going to call it before we're setting these icons. So build quiver, build quiver. Right, and in here, so inventory length, this is the same, -1, player reference, quiver, get, length. We do have everything set up here apart from set trader icon. So here set trader, not trader reference, trader icon. Wait, one sec, we need to change this to trader icon. Trader inventory icon. For trader reference we do have blueprint reference, trader reference here. Connected is by icon. No, it's not, because we are selling item info. We need to set again, it won't let us. So set item info from here on false, and then from return value again set trader inventory icon. All right, this should be all correct. We do have the same name for the grid, so don't have to change there or anything. Compile and save. And now, what else do we need to change? That should be it. We just need the widget switcher so we can switch between quiver and inventory. So go to inventory widget, and on the bottom we do have these buttons. So copy it, go to trader widget, paste it here. We don't have in the inventory type text. We can also go to inventory here and copy this inventory type. This one here, inventory type text, copy it, go to trader, and in here we need to paste this to this canvas panel, anchor it to the middle, and everything else is the same. Compile and save. And now the buttons should work as well. So widget 1, widget 2. Save all, and then let's try to play it. Pick up some arrows as well if you have them. And then we do have inventory, and quiver doesn't actually flip to quiver. Alright, okay, this one is not inside the inventory switcher, so this border with quiver needs to go inside the inventory switcher. And now we should be able to display it. Pick up some arrows and items. Alright, we got arrows and we got arrow. Now if we sell it, that seems to be fine. And buying works as well. We don't actually need to change anything because we do have a setup when we're picking up items that where it actually goes. So in a trader only has one window for trading. It doesn't have a quiver or anything. All of the items will be here, but we actually do have a separated ones. Cool. Let's just check these functions one more time. So buy from trader and sell to trader. Yeah, because we do have a, in the pickup item to trader, we still have a success. We don't need that anymore, so remove it from the sell to trader. And then pickup item to trader is inside the trader. And we can remove the success from it. So go inside the trader. Is that inside the actual blueprints trader? So NPC trader function pickup item to trader, and again we can remove this part because we do have infinite inventory, and this part as well, and it will just go here, and we don't need to return value success. Compile and save. Now that should be all working fine. We can switch, we can sell arrows, and you can buy items. And obviously if you reached more than 36 items, then again it would create 6 more slots, same as for the player. And I'm probably going to keep the scroll bar here because otherwise it looks a little bit empty, so I'll just keep it anyway. And maybe I'll do the same for the player inventory. Cool, and I think that's everything. So in the next one I want to start doing the keys for the doors and maybe some quest items, like that would be the part of it. Alright, so I'll see you then. Bye.